Your Linux system is constantly talking to you, but are you listening? Logs contain every action, error, and security event happening under the hood. Today, I will show you how to master logs on openSUSE Leap like a pro, viewing, managing, monitoring, and even forwarding them to a remote server. Let's dive in. First, let's talk about where logs live. On openSUSE Leap, most system logs are in /var/log. But since the shift to systemd, some logs are stored in the systemd journal. Here is a quick breakdown of key log files you will need to know. Messages, your go-to system log file for general events. Warn, all warnings and errors live here. Your first stop when something goes wrong. /var/log/audit/audit.log records security-related events, including failed login attempts. Demessage kernel messages, useful for diagnosing hardware issues. xorg.0.log if you have display problems, check here. Let's say your Wi-Fi randomly disconnects. You would check messages and demessage to see if the network driver crashed. Viewing logs is easy. You can open them with cat, less, or tail. But let's be smart about it. Less space /var/log/messages. You can scroll and search easily. Tail space -f space /var/log messages. Live updates in real time. So you can use tail -f when troubleshooting a network connection in real time. For searching logs, use grep and awk. Let's say we want to find failed SSH logins or failed attempts log in to the system. You can use grep fail to /var/log/audit/audit.log. Logs can get massive. That's where logrotate comes in. It automatically compresses, rotates, and deletes old logs. Here we can see an example. The default configuration for logrotate. The file has a comments that explain everything, like here weekly, rotate logs every week, rotate for, keep logs for 4 weeks, compress, save space by compressing old logs. And you can tweak logrotate for your own scripts and applications to prevent log blot. Also, you can see here that for most applications that generate logs on openSUSE Leap has a file configuration under /etc/logrotate.d. Use /var/lib/misc/logrotate.status to find out when a particular file was last rotated. Checking logs manually is exhausting. That's why we use logwatch. It summarizes logs into human-readable reports. So first, let's install logwatch by running the command zipper install logwatch. Use logwatch to get a daily email summary of security-related logs. Here an example to show some messages related to SSHD. A list of all services that can be queried is available with the following command. If you want to monitor multiple machines from one place, forward logs to a central syslog server. If you manage multiple openSUSE machines, central logging helps detect suspicious activity quickly. Here I have 2 machines, one is client and the other one is server. So in the client, we will redirect the logs to the server. So let's configure the client first. Open the file etc/r/syslog.d, remote, and here in the configuration, as you notice, the file explains itself by the comments listed and find the section that's sending messages to remote hosts. And we can see that we have TCP and UDP. Let's explain something here. Traditionally, syslog uses the UDP protocol to transmit log messages over the network. This involves less overhead, but lacks reliability. Log messages can get lost under high load. The TCP protocol is more reliable and should be preferred over UDP. So here we will use the TCP configuration by using the 2% and the IP. After finishing editing the file, make sure to save and exit. And after that, you may go ahead and restart the service. Now let's do the server configuration. The server configuration is in the same file. So let's open the file, sudo rsyslog.d remote. And when you go down in the file, you will see that also there are two sections for receiving messages from remote hosts, one for TCP and one for UDP. And it is very simple. All you need to uncomment these two lines, and here in the address section, you put the same address of the server, simply to force listen on this IP only. Because if you didn't state the address, the service of logs will listen to all the interfaces on the server, and you don't want to do that. After you finish editing the file, make sure to save and exit. And after that, you can restart the service. And one extra step here, we need to make sure that the syslog service is open on our firewall. So you run the command sudo firewall cmd and add service syslog permanent. And don't forget to do reload. And now we can test our configuration by using logger command. And this logger command to make custom log entries. Let's say you want to add custom messages to logs, you use logger. Using logger in your scripts to log events like backups, cron jobs, or system health checks. So here on the server, let's run this command sudo tail-f var log messages to monitor the entries comes to the log messages on our server. And we go on the client and we run this command logger test, and this message comes from user and hostname on the client. And we hit enter and we go to the server and we can see that the message is printed here. We can redo the test again, and now we are sure that our configuration is working. Now you know how to master logs on openSUSE Leap. From troubleshooting to security monitoring, logs are your best friend. Hit like if this helped, subscribe for more Linux mastery, and let me know in the comments what log-related topic you would like to see next. Happy logging, and thanks for watching.